Hey everybody, it's Kay. Hope you're doing well. So today I want to talk to you about this book. It is What You Leave Behind by Wanda M. Morris. And I loved this book so much. I had the pleasure of meeting Wanda a few weeks ago at a bookstore. And I'm laughing because as I was reading her other books, All Her Little Secrets and Anywhere You Run, I was in her DMs on Instagram messing with her. Miss Wanda, I need you to meet me outside at 3 o'clock because what went on in this book and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, I'm not going to meet you outside at 3 o'clock to fight, but maybe we could talk over some tea or something like that. I just love picking on her because as I was reading those books, I was just so into them. Like, what is she going to do next? So this book is special to me since I did get to meet her, and it is a signed copy. She is just so sweet, and it's funny. I thought that when I walked into the bookstore, I was going to have to say, hi, Miss Wanda, my name is Karen. On Instagram, I'm Kay the Reader, and blah, 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 whatever. But as soon as I walked in and I walked toward her table, she was like, I know you. And I was like, you know me. It's just so funny to hear that, considering, all the people I'm sure she interacts with, but it was probably because I was in her DMs messing with her about her books. That's probably what it is, But let me tell you what this book is about, okay? Deena Woods' life has fallen apart in the aftermath of losing her beloved mother, her marriage, and her prestigious job at an Atlanta law firm. She needs what the Geechee people of coastal Georgia call a day clean, a fresh start. She returns to her childhood home in Brunswick, Georgia to heal. To make peace with her grief, she often drives throughout the county where she crosses paths with a widower who is fighting to keep the oceanfront land that has been in his family since the end of the Civil War. He threatens her and warns her never to come back. But shortly after, he disappears, and his very expensive property is quickly put up for sale. Curious, Deena digs into his disappearance and finds a family legacy at risk. What starts out as a bit of curious snooping turns into the unraveling of a deadly game of illegal land grabs and property redevelopment in poor rural communities. Deena needs help and soon finds it in a close but unlikely source as she tries to stop the sinister forces at work after she becomes the next target. And that is What You Leave Behind. So it's funny, again, I was messaging Wanda, said, when that guy disappeared, I told her, I said, I'm getting ready to get in my car, go look for him myself. And she wrote me back and said, don't worry about it. Deena's on the case, But I really like this book. She not only gave us a thrill ride, but she taught us some things about the law and about inheritance and about property ownership. And so she gives us some good information that we can apply to our real lives. I could tell she did a lot of research for this novel, and it really tore my nerves up because I really wanted to know what was going on and who did it. Now, she did leave some really good clues, so you had a feeling of who was involved, but maybe you didn't quite know. And some things came about that were really good surprises in the book. And something else I love that she put in here was family dynamics. That was a really good part of this book. And it just reinforced the thought that I've had for a long time. We think we know our parents, but we don't. We know the parents that we grew up with, the people who raised us, I should say. But they had whole lives and experiences before we came along. And guess what? We don't always know their business because they ain't always going to tell us. Okay? And it makes me think about our children. They don't know who we were before we had them. Okay? and that we had nice, full lives before they came along. We were teenagers, we were kids, we were young adults, we had experiences, we lived a little bit of life, and that's how our parents were. And I love that she brings that element into this book, family and what we do and don't know about our family. So just a good mystery book all the way around. Truly enjoyed it. I hope that you will read it. Get into it now. If you haven't read her other mystery books, you need to read those too, because she is very good. This is her third one, and to me, all three books are just really good. So check it out, What You Leave Behind, Wanda M. Morris. And until next time, everybody, keep reading. Take care. Bye-bye.